3 days ago, one of the biggest Roblox news stories of all time dropped. Brookhaven, one of the most popular Roblox games, the most visited Roblox games, has been acquired by a company called Voldex Games. They released this ginormous statement basically talking about how great they are now, that they managed to acquire the biggest Roblox game. I want to talk in this video regarding this. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the Brookhaven acquisition, but as well as that, I want to answer the question of, is Roblox going corporate? Might be a little bit confusing. What I mean by that is Roblox now more about promoting businesses and about just earning money than actually making good and fun Roblox games. So yeah, Brookhaven no longer is owned by their original creators. So I want to give a quick mention to Creekcraft, who made a video on it. That's not actually how I figured it out. I actually knew about this a little bit beforehand, but his video gave me quite a bit of information. It's not known how much they spent. I assume it's a lot. We're getting to another example of a smaller game, and that was over 100 million. So this is probably 300 million plus, maybe 500 million, could even be a billion. I don't think so, but it could be. Now Voldex, luckily, I guess, aren't actually a random company that no one knows about. They actually own Driving Empire, Dungeon Quest, NFL Universe Football, some kind of samurai game, and Base Battles as well, which they actually created. They did not buy the rights to it. They did with those top three that I mentioned. Not sure about that samurai game, never even seen it in my life. And there's quite a few companies like Voldex here where they kind of buy Roblox games predominantly. Sometimes they'll make their own, but most of the time they just spend money to buy games. Another big example of that is Do Big Studios. They bought out Blade Ball, and that's gone very well. They bought Dusty Drip. We've got Squid Game. There's so many games. I'm not saying that they bought all of these, but they definitely bought, I think, most of them. These companies like Voldex and Do Big, which predominantly just spend money to buy Roblox games, they then own it, they spend a lot of money, they give the developers a lot of money, and their whole job is to try and earn that money back. They've practically gambled, spent this money, and they're trying to see if they can make that money back and then some, which is then profit. You know, they've then made money. I know that when the company bought Blade Ball, there was quite a bit more of Roblox stuff, which makes sense because they spent a lot of money on it. They're trying to get that money back. That's kind of the whole point of it, and we'll discuss what that will mean for Brookhaven a little bit later on. Fish is a bit of a different situation. Nate, the creator, still owns the game, but I think these guys own a percentage of it, I'm pretty sure, and that's allowed them to actually work on updates, and they'll get a bit of the revenue. Other companies like GameFam, yeah, I heard the audible sigh from you when I said that. They tend to make their own games. I think they've bought a few, but most of the time they make their own games, and most of the time it's actually sponsored games like Sonic Speed Simulator, SpongeBob. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. Build-A-Bear. There's a Build-A-Bear game. 100 likes on this video. I'm making a video on Build-A-Bear Tycoon. I will do it. They've made their own games like Poly Battle, Build to Survive Simulator, but a lot of the time they work with brands. But they also buy out Roblox games. Robeats is a famous example. They bought that game. I remember that happened, to be honest. Yeah, GameFam own quite a lot of games, to be honest. There's quite a lot of them, and they tend to make their own games. But again, it's a similar situation. It's this big company that make lots of Roblox games with loads of brands. They're trying to earn money. It's not really out of care for the Roblox platform, you know, which makes sense, but you know, there are some companies that genuinely want to make good Roblox games. These guys really only care about money. The Embracer Group here, they also bought a Roblox game, and this is a big one because Brookhaven got bought out by Voldex, and I think in most people's opinion, if you had to compare Brookhaven to another Roblox game, I think a lot of them would say Welcome to Bloxburg. Now Bloxburg, of course, was famous for being 25 Robux. You had to spend 25 Robux if you wanted to play it. Then the company took it over, the Embracer Group. I think they spent over $100 million. I think that's when it went free to play. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the day it went free to play. Peaked around 250,000 players, and you can see it's gone down since they bought it and then made it free to play. The game has less players than it did before. That's just because they didn't really appeal to anyone. You know, there were multiple different types of Bloxburg players all asking for different things, and in the end they didn't really appeal to any of them, so a lot of people just left the game. And this comes back to Brookhaven. Will history repeat itself in that regard? Will Voldex not be able to cater for what the Brookhaven people want? Will they be too focused on trying to make their money back because they've surely paid an absurd amount of money to get the biggest game on the platform? We won't know until you know, the game actually starts updating. I know that there weren't many people working on Brookhaven, so there will be more updates. It's just whether those updates are actually going to be good or not. Are they going to radically change the game? Because Brookhaven is not the most visually appealing game. I don't think that's very controversial. We actually played it on the channel a few months back, and it wasn't my type of game. I can understand why it was popular, maybe not #1 popular, but I understood why it was popular. Are they going to refresh the entire game? Are they going to make it more modern? Are they going to change so many functionalities? Because that's a big risk, in my opinion. They'll add more game passes, they'll add more Robux stuff. I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think they're going to kill the game like Bloxburg's been kind of killed, but we'll see. However, to be fair, Driving Empire, since Voldex acquired it, has been doing a lot better than it was. Same for Dungeon Quest, same for NFL Universe. So they actually do have a history of buying the games and actually improving them. I'm down to check it out once they start updating it. Maybe like a few months in, I can make a video checking it out and really seeing what it's all about. It's wild to me that this is happening, really. You know, so many companies are not only releasing games but buying games because they see it as a way to, in terms of having their own game, like promote a product, but you know, even making businesses around it because they see it as an avenue to earn money. Now, I think the only really group that this is not a good thing for are the players. Instead of these developers, the whole reason these players fell in love with the game, they're just getting bought out. They're getting replaced by these companies that are just there to earn money. That's the thing. That's the only concern, but I think it's pretty good for everyone else. So let's answer the question, is Roblox going corporate? Is it more about earning money than it is about making good games? I think yes and no. I think it's a lot more about making money and earning profit in these big companies than it was before. However, I still think there are a lot of games that are just made for fun and they're suddenly popular. The platform, of course, it's more about it. Like, you could search up most brands, like Walmart. I already know Walmart have their own Roblox game. Walmart Discovered. You've got IKEA with a Roblox game, Spotify with a Roblox game. There's a lot of companies making them. There's a lot of companies starting to buy Roblox games and just own them because they see it as an investment and a worthwhile investment. I don't think we should be concerned for the platform, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out on because it's happening a lot. It's happening a lot, especially in the past few years. As I've said, it's really picked up steam. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. If you've got any questions about what I've said, let me know in the comments and I'll answer you. This is kind of a news video. It's a little bit of a different video, but I've kind of wanted to make videos on Roblox news. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. We're almost at 24,000. I want to hit 25,000 before the end of this month. I think we can, so yeah, please click the button because it will really help me out. If you enjoyed this video on one of the most popular Roblox games, Brookhaven, you might enjoy this one on the 4th most popular game on Roblox, Anime Adventures. I played it for the very first time. Didn't even know what it was about when I started playing it. I just figured, why not? Let's play the 4th most popular Roblox game and give it a review. So make sure to check out that video right there, and I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching this video. My name is zdmd, and as always, peace out.